Sorry.
Seinfuck.
I was meeting this guy for cards the other day, and you know how sometimes you can use the Masonic signs of your upbringing to sniff out other internet autists?
Sure.
You like reference a Newgrounds animation and they finish the line type thing?
Yeah. You play the meat and fuck song, and then all of a sudden their head whips around like they're about to snap their vertebrae.
What I usually get with the meat and fuck song is that? And you have to be like, is that what?
What is it?
I don't know. What is that?
Well, a lot of times they don't actually know what it is. They're just like, I've heard this before. What is it?
I've heard it in my jelking dreams.
My dreams, and the dreams in which I joke.
I dream of jelking.
I dream of Genie. I dream of jelking.
Yeah, it's instead of like a hot woman, it's like a balding guy with bitch tits and a huge gut.
You're just dreaming about the concept of jelking. You don't even like get hard at women anymore. You just like the idea of masturbating.
Exactly. Isn't that the new frontier? Isn't that what
the universal experience?
Isn't that what No Nut November is all about, guys?
What is self-love if not that?
My fellow hominids, no need for this pornographic material. It is sin. Look down instead and simply marvel. Marvel at thine own flesh, which is also a sin, but don't think about that.
At the gift God has graced you with.
Which is also a sin, but don't think about that too hard.
Yeah.
Okay?
Some sins are worse than others. Some sins make sure you don't have a headache anymore or like make you less likely to have prostate cancer. And that's what problem with Joe Biden was. He didn't jerk off enough.
Oh, that's true.
We're talking about that.
That's true. The doctor said I didn't joke enough. I didn't goon. He said it was lack of goon.
I could have saved this country if I just gooned enough.
I didn't goon.
See, that was pretty good, Malcolm. You can do it, right? You just have to talk quiet.
Keep going.
I didn't goon enough. Me and Soda Puff, we had an opportunity back in the days of my swimming lifeguard days, and I could have
Corn Pop, yeah.
We called him. Listen, Corn Pop was who I talked to in public. Soda Puff was the guy I fucked in the back.
That's true, Joe. Joe, let me go there. Joe, you look great today.
Oh, thank you.
You look so good. Joe, why don't you go? Here's a nickel. Have an ice cream.
Oh, thank you very much.
Robert, you're just such a you son of a bitch. You fucking Robert. You can't say that. First of all, it's very rude to the LBG.
Yeah. It's 2017.
You
can't say that.
You can't say that.
Listen, since it's 2017. That took so long.
That really got you.
That took so long to sink in. I kept talking after you said something so fucking funny, dude. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Oh, man.
So you were raised by autists is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I think the only difference between me and him at the end of the day is I'll tell you what I masturbate to. You know, like I'm confident. Super confident in that. All right?
Yeah.
What's on the docket this week?
Well, I mean, the same thing that's on the docket every week. We just throw random terms into a search machine for a certain website that I can't reveal my source of, you know?
Let's just say the domain has the same letter 3 times.
Let's just say it's a .com website.
It is not a .com website. It is very much not a .com website.
Let's say it's a .gov website.
.gov website.
Yeah, Trump has really turned the fucking government around.
Yeah, they said the reason they want to make all porn illegal on a federal level is because they want to actually nationalize the porn industry. They need to. They want
hold
you
on,
to
you got something here.
They want you. Listen, hey everyone. They want you to stop jerking off to Ukrainian women on the internet. No checks.
Yes.
Listen, you're not jerking off to Japanese,
Israelis only.
Japanese, Korean hentai animated porn. All right, homegrown in the San Fernando Valley. That's where I want my porn. All right, OnlyFans girls in penthouses in Miami. All right. That's who you jerk off to, all right? Don't jerk off to anyone outside of those borders, all right?
Chubby bitches with cartoonishly large tits.
I want a former Chick-fil-A waitress
Absolutely.
Who's now on
Ooh.
OnlyFans.
Absolutely.
Fucking thick as shit, too. Thick as hell.
I want a woman who had a tragic upbringing and ate to solve her problems.
Yeah, I want someone with mommy milkers who drank her milk in Wisconsin, all right? That's what I want.
I want a girl who had a fight with her dad just before he died in a drunk driving accident, and she'll never get over it.
Mom with a mommy muffin on the .com page. That's what I need, baby.
I want her,
She would fix me.
Yeah, I need a lady with lovely lady lumps.
Word.
As lumpy as the potatoes in Idaho, all right?
Word.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Preach,
sorry.
Pharaoh.
If I
best
want,
you can
if I
do-
want to change it up, right? Get something as flat as the Salt Plains in Utah, right? That's what I.
Jesus Christ, I don't like that.
Okay, that's banned in Australia, Pharaoh, but go off.
I do think it'd be very funny if the government, like, so on a historical level, the vodka production, this is going to be such a weird fucking tangent. So vodka production in like Russia historically has been like the exclusive purview of either the royal family or the Communist Party.
Okay.
And it's like you can't make vodka. You couldn't make vodka for a very long time without buying it from the royal family because it was like an easy way for them to get money, or it was the easy way for the Communist Party to make money. Now, what if we did that with porn so that the government can fill their coffers with thick titty bitches?
I mean, Malcolm just said that, didn't he? Malcolm just said we should just nationalize the porn.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I'm
you just
saying.
took my joke. You just took my whole bit.
No. I am
And you were like,
adding-
what if I
I'm
injected
adding
some
in a
history into this?
historical context to a thing that might, coulda, shoulda, woulda happened
Yeah.
if we go to brazzers.gov.
You know who would appreciate that a lot, actually? Can you imagine, like Condoleezza Rice, like shot in Congress, in the congressional chambers, porno? Like it's
Oh my
not illegal
God.
this time. It's like totally on the up and up. Just
Or
like Carmen Hayes playing Condoleezza Rice,
Ooh.
and like, so what?
No.
What?
That was an appreciation.
Okay, good. Just checking. What's wrong with Carmen Hayes, huh?
My dick isn't broken, Harper. Come on.
No, thank you. Okay, absolutely. Let's see. What else can we do?
Johnny, whatever, Johnny Skins or whatever, he can play like some.
Johnny Skins.
Isn't he a
Skinwalkers,
porn
yeah.
actor? I don't
Johnny
follow
Sins. It's
male
Johnny-
porn
I think Johnny
actors.
Sins. So I
Johnny
like the
Sins
idea.
is the only one
Hey,
everyone
what's
knows.
going on?
Oh,
over
what's
there?
up? I'm Johnny
what?
Skins here.
Whoa, you're not jerking off to Johnny Skins? What the fuck's wrong with you?
He's
What the
Johnny
fuck?
Sins, but he's not circumcised.
Uh-oh, guys.
Johnny-
Hide all the V-Bucks cards as Johnny Skins walking through.
He's gonna hide them in his foreskin.
Whoa. Yeah, I only fuck on Fortnite. All right.
Ugh.
I need that Sabrina Carpenter skin. All right, skin to skin
Is that real?
contact.
Sabrina
That
Carpenter?
can't be real.
I hope not.
Sabrina Carpenter has her own skin in Fortnite. It's a
That
very
is
doesn't, I guess.
so. I feel so bad for her.
no. She made millions off that
I
deal.
know she made
don't-
millions, but now every single 12-year-old in the world is going to jerk off to her.
That's so true, Robert,
Yeah,
and it's so
that's fair.
actually
I
happening
feel
at
bad
the
for
moment.
her for profiting off her
In retrospect,
name,
right.
image, and likeness.
And that body
Dealing with that, and by putting a full body scan of herself onto the Fortnite servers.
Pharaoh, what do you think Ra would think about profiting off
Yeah,
your own
Amon
likeness?
Ra, I think, would have some.
Amon Ra would have
opinions.
something to say about that.
Yeah. Wait, who the fuck's Amon Ra?
Amon Ra
Amon-Ra.
is a Egyptian god
Oh,
who is
of
a
course.
synthesis of the sun god Ra,
All right,
and
well-
then the later pharaoh Amun, and then when he died, they said they became the same entity known as
Malcolm's
Amon Ra.
Malcolm's in the tomb of Almond Ra with like a jar of nuts and shit.
It's not Almond Ra.
No,
you
I
fucking
thought Amon
asshole.
Ra was a porn star. I thought that was what-
Hey guys, I'm Almond Ra.
I don't know.
Amon Ra.
Listen, I didn't think Amon Ra was a male porn star, but
Hey,
I was thinking
that's not a bad porno name if you had to pick one. Almond Ra,
yeah.
Almond
like-
Ra, yeah.
especially if your nipples look like those.
Did we
That's
ever
crazy.
talk about our porn names on here?
No, I think
Probably
we might
not,
have,
but
actually.
I mean, if we did, Sash will just cut it. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
Saz will
That's
just
true.
fucking cut it.
That's true.
So it's your middle name and then the childhood street you grew up on.
What is this, Facebook?
No, answer your fucking porn name, you got.
All right. Well, all right. I have two
my
middle
name is
names.
Robert. I'm gonna be at Robert for running over his bits.
All right, I have two middle names. Can I pick either or? It doesn't
Yes.
matter. All right, I'm going with. I guess I'm James English Bluff. That's what it is.
That's pretty good. It's not bad.
That's
No,
pretty
it's a
good.
respectable porn name. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. James
Yeah.
English Bluff. That's fucking yeah.
Here's the thing, though, is my middle name is also James.
Okay,
So-
we can all be James.
Yeah, so it's James Monte Cristo.
Ooh,
I
that's
also
a
like
really
that.
good one.
I like that, Robert. I'm assuming your middle name is James.
No, it is not.
You're supposed
It's
to complete the diff.
Edmund, so I'd be Edmund DeSenza.
Edmund DeSenza.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it sounds like just like the villain in a Monte Cristo knockoff.
Yeah. Monsieur Desenza.
Monsieur DeSenza.
Oh, hello there, James Monte Cristo.
Oh, James Monte Cristo. Oh, it's me, James English Bluff.
It is what it is,
There's
guys.
only one way this ends, and it doesn't end with it has to either end with sex or murder. We can't. There's no in between.
That's true. Actually true, Robert. Well played.
Yes,
And who
thank
can
you.
say it was well played any better? Speaking of being well played, Robert, I think that I would like to introduce you guys to a quiz show. Speaking of
Oh my
recognizing the Masonic signs of our youth, we're going to play Were We Born in the Same Era?
Sure.
All right, little quiz show. It's going to be a best of 5 questions to each of you. I will play host, and you will each answer questions that I address specifically to you. Are we ready to play?
Well, so this is supposed to be like a generational divide between Malcolm and I of our 2 years apart.
like a
no,
year and a half.
Yeah.
No, these are questions from the same era. It's
Okay.
totally on the level. Totally on the level.
Okay. Sure.
Sure.
All right.
Robert, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Finish these lyrics. If you ain't got no money, take
Take. If you ain't got no money, take
your blank, blank, blank.
Take your blank, blank, blank. Take your broke ass home.
That's correct, Robert. Well done on the first question. If you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home.
Took me a second, but
I
yeah,
wanted to
got-
say,
I got
take
that.
your, if you ain't got no money, take your hoe to Denny's. That was what I wanted.
That's pretty
That's
good.
good. That
That's
is
pretty
good. No,
good.
advice from Pharaoh is always the
Yeah,
best,
you
guys.
still get that $4.99 breakfast, motherfucker.
Absolutely. God, they should change the lyrics.
Yeah, they should. Take
If
your
you
bitch
ain't got
to
no money,
Denny's.
take your bitch to Denny's. Yeah, that's good.
It's pretty good.
I'll get Ludo on the phone, and the Black
we'll-
Eyed Peas will do something.
We'll figure it out. Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Malcolm, first question for you.
Yeah.
During the late 1990s, a speculative bubble formed around the internet-based companies. What year did the NASDAQ Composite Index peak before crashing during the dot-com bust? 98, 99, 2000, or 2001?
I think it's 98.
I'm sorry, Malcolm. It was 2000. It was 2000 when everything started to go wrong.
I knew that.
Oh.
I knew that.
Okay, that's fair. You know what it is? I feel like I just remember the Mark Cuban story of him cashing out, but I think he cashed out in 98 when he sold broadband.com or broadcast.com to Yahoo.
I thought it was broadband.com. Yeah, but yeah, go on.
Broadband.com is a crazy name for a fucking website. It's like saying internet.net. or
Well,
something
people
like
have that in the 90s. That was the craziest thing. You could have the most basic thing, and now I have to come up with new words for my tech company.
Now we have to have fucking domains that have 3 X's in them, like
Yeah,
fucking
right.
chumps.
X-Hamster. Everybody
Yeah.
shouts out X-Hamster.
If I want to start a porn company, I have to register with the government.
All right.
Yeah, sponsor us, X Hamster. I will send an email. Don't fucking tempt me.
We'll send an email.
right, you
Dear
guys are-
Mr. X Hamster,
X Hamster,
I'm here as a Seinfuck corporation.
Anna Louise Lubel's tits were so sloppy.
I'm just gonna like ballpoint pen, just fucking flourishing script, send it in the mail.
Mozart's Ninth Symphony playing in the background.
Put it in, Sasha. Put it in, Sasha. It's open source.
Dearest
Public domain.
ex-hamster, I must write to issue you my formal condemnation.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's pronounced issue.
Does he rewrite that in the letter? They can't tell it. No, it's-
you.
It's you a formal condemnation.
Formal
If there was
condemnation.
any time for a fucking what was that D&D character that Malcolm does again?
Oh, a guy incognito.
Guy Incognito letter about how he didn't like the tits of the woman he jerked off to and finished to. And that would be the
But
time.
he's still finished, and he wants to make you know that.
It's like complaining about food you ate entirely, you know?
Just going up to the waitress comes by. She's just like, "Ooh, someone was hungry," and it's like, "No, it was
Actually, I want a refund."
disgusting."
Yeah. Malcolm, can you give us Guy Incognito writing Ex Hamster?
No,
disgruntled
we
letter?
have a game show.
We have a
It's
minute.
gonna
We can
take
give him a
about
minute.
5 minutes. All right.
Okay.
That's the point.
I'll time you.
Okay, yeah, we're cutting you off at a minute.
A minute. I
Start a
can't do it
timer
in a
for
minute.
1
I
minute.
have to do it in at least 2 minutes.
Just
You gotta
start,
go-
and we'll cut you off.
Start now. Go.
Right. Oh, well, dearest, if you will, and it does not mean for which I, a simple being under the light of this universe, for I have taken a lover for which I admire through this confines of my computer, but surely she has buxom breasts and a wet ass vagina, but it doesn't have to be as wet as she doesn't want it to be. For I am only an observer of the camera, and I don't understand the conditions in which she exposed herself on the screen. But for I am very generous in terms of my donations to
This is
OnlyFans.
now
but I
it's to
only
a
send
specific
money
OnlyFans model.
10-second warning.
I'll
10-second
only
warning.
send it if she desires, and if she asks, I will give her the monetary value for which she's for the work. All right, she has a job, and I think work is important for the work.
No.
Well done, Malcolm.
We cut you off at a
Applause.
minute for a reason because I know you could go for 20.
Sasha, increase the volume of the symphonic score as the backing to that Guy Incognito rant.
So he just gets drowned
gradually.
out, and then we can cut back in. Thank you.
All right, great. Next question for Robert.
Oh, yes, please.
Do you guys want to implement a steal? Do you care?
Sure.
No.
I mean, if you can't
Yeah,
get
fine.
it after a
If
little
it
bit.
makes it more interesting, go on.
Okay, steal. What year did GTA 4 release, Robert?
Ooh, fuck. I want to say it was.
Do you want to hear the multi-choice here?
Oh, there's a multi-choice. Good, thank God.
Got 04, 05, 06, and 08.
It's not 08 because that was like what? That's closer to Sin City. I want to say 04.
Is that your final answer?
05 then.
It is not. Malcolm, you have a chance to steal.
I think it's 06.
Also wrong. It was 2008.
It was 2008.
Oh, I thought it was 2008. Or it wasn't 2008. I thought that
actually
was
was
much
thinking-
closer to Vice City.
Oh, yeah. No, I guess the thing is, I thought it was further away from GTA 5 than it actually was, because we've been broken by the fact that Rockstar Games decides now that they have to only release a game every 5 to 8 years instead of when they used to release a game every single year.
When
true.
did GTA 5 come out? Like 10 years
20
ago?
2012?
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's over 10
13 years.
They've been riding high on shark cards this entire time.
The game is timeless, to be fair. It's got a great
It's
story.
pretty good.
I love
Probably one of the
I love
last
that
good
game.
video games made.
Yeah, that and Red Dead Redemption 2, like for 2 games in a decade, they fucking grand slam.
Okay, what next question for Malcolm?
Next
Yeah.
question, Malcolm. In which year did China officially join the World Trade Organization, significantly integrating itself into the global economy?
What do you mean these
1999,
economic
2001, 2003, or 2005?
2001?
That's correct.
That's correct. Good job.
Isn't
We're
it-
tied.
Isn't
I
that a
took
coincidence,
I
by
took
the way? A tremendous coincidence
Yeah.
that they joined in 2000.
Yeah, that'll incite some conspiratorial thinking at the very
Yeah.
least.
I
Couldn't think too hard
wasn't
about
putting
that.
those two together, but
That's pretty good.
Well, then you don't have the proper imagination.
Then you ain't black. All right.
He's not.
Next question. Pharaoh, how could you?
He's got
how
the
could
most
you-
street cred of all of us, though.
It's literally true. He does. Okay.
You do.
Robert,
Okay, yes.
this famous ventriloquist was made popular by his acts such as Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. Would you like the multiple choice?
can I steal this already? Because I know the
No,
answer.
give me the multiple choice because I can do this.
Are you fucking serious?
Just give me the multiple choice and we'll
All
go
right.
through it.
Yeah, sure. Carrot Top, Jeff Foxworthy, Paul Rudd, or Jeff Dunham?
Jeff Dunham. Jeff
Oh
Dunham.
wow, yeah.
I was like, I got really concerned when you said Carrot Top.
I knew that because my dad used to bring me into his office and make me watch clips of him. Like us, we would watch Ahmed the Dead Terrorist clips.
That's
together.
rough. That's rough.
He was funny.
I don't think you should be that surprised that it takes me that long to think of that name. My brain has holes in it.
My brain has way more holes than yours does, bro.
Yeah.
Way more holes.
Yeah, listen,
Okay.
you both have holes in your brains. All right.
Thanks,
My
Malcolm.
brains have holes in it because of depression. You have it for another reason.
Can you please tell him that my brain is more porous than his?
He's a porous king.
Listen, you've got a porous brain, all right?
Thank you.
And I say that as a man who has worms in his brain because I like to drink the RFK Jr. water.
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry, not which is also called raw milk.
The RFK Jr. water called raw milk is so rough, man.
Kind of crazy that cows can turn water into milk.
I don't think it's real. I think it's conspiracy
What I want to tell you.
made by the cow lobby.
I kind of put cow's milk sack, and inside there was just blood. I didn't understand.
Jesus Christ.
It's like he drank a glass of metal, like
It was
really hard to do that
he definitely
voice.
does sound like he's drinking molten lead.
Like you have to like cough while you do the impression to do it right, and I can't do that.
Yeah, there's a reason why no one
Yeah.
on SNL is even attempting to do it. They're like,
Yeah,
we're not
because they're gonna
coward.
fuck up their career.
Cowards.
No.
All right, Malcolm, you ready for the next question?
Yes.
All right. Softball here.
That's not going to be a softball.
The U.S. housing bubble burst was a key trigger of the global financial crisis. Which of the following years saw the beginning of a significant nationwide decline in U.S. house prices? 2005, 2006, 2007, or 2008?
I mean, I think the recession happens in like the later half. So my thinking is with the election, I think it's 2007.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is incorrect. Robert, chance to steal.
2008.
Also incorrect, I'm afraid.
It was 2006?
It was 2006.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, my thinking with that was that I was thinking like, okay, so Obama gets elected in 2008, like it's kind of the end of the Bush era.
Well, he gets elected. He wins the election, but then he's in the office in 2009.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, but I was thinking of like, okay, what could have been a trigger to like allow for that switch to happen? I know the recession's happening in the middle of it. I didn't like the wording of that question.
That's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
That's fucked.
It's so, you know what's also hard is because I'm not American, so I don't know American housing.
Listen, I researched these. These are global economic.
Sure they are.
questions.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're giving
so
me
global
global
economic
economic questions, and then he's going like, "Oh, so can you name
Robert, do you like the color blue?
it's not that bad. Like he's
Yeah,
the
I
reason
like it.
he's doing
It's
it is that he's hitting me on my lack of genuine pop culture neurons, where you excel at that. If you would know, there's no hesitation when you get Jeff Dunham.
Okay, that's
Robert's
fair.
known most of these economic questions from where we've been so far.
So far, not the. I guess maybe it was the wording.
Both
that
times
messed me
he's
up
had a
with the
chance to
thing.
steal, he's gotten it wrong. So
Yes. No.
All right,
no.
so it just seems like we're both up shit's creek here.
all right, so keep going.
We'll keep going here. Robert, who won the Super Bowl in 2006?
Fuck off. The Arizona Cardinals.
They've never won a Super Bowl.
Have they not? I know
that your
that they
final
host.
answer?
No, it's not.
I'm giving you that. I'm
give
going to
me
give
the
you that.
multiple
At least
choice.
give you that. That you're Arizona
Give me the
Cardinals.
multiple choice.
The Oakland Raiders, the Denver Broncos,
Ah,
the Pittsburgh Steelers, or the Philadelphia Eagles?
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Well, that's correct. It was the Pittsburgh
Thank
Steelers.
you.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Well done,
See,
Robert.
if you give me the multiple choice, I know.
That's fair. No, I definitely wish it was the Arizona Cardinals. I
Yeah.
would have given you the point.
They've just, they've hosted
if it had happened.
fucking Cardinal Stadium has hosted more Super Bowls than they've ever been a part of. How does that make you feel?
Great.
Well, the Chargers aren't in San Diego anymore. Remember?
No, that's true. And they're dead to me.
That's how it is.
We
All
have
right, Malcolm.
one team in the Padres. And when the Padres leave, I'm killing myself.
They're not going to leave. Surely not. They're in the World Series conversation.
You listen,
When
you got the goals. All right, you got the San Diego goals.
Hey,
Goals hockey.
AHL. Hey, I wish I had an AHL. Oh, wait. They're in Tucson.
They're in
But I do have
Tucson.
one.
Yeah,
I do
you
have
can
one.
drive 3 hours. It'll be great.
It's practically a different fucking state.
I
I'm not
know it
going to
is.
Tucson.
Also, the environment is like almost incumbent. Okay, but
Little
Malcolm
Mexico. I
question.
fucking hate going to Okay, so let's see. Malcolm, your question. Which of the following countries adopted the euro as its official currency in 2002 as part of the major Eurozone expansion? A, Poland, B, Greece, C, Slovenia, or D, the United Kingdom?
Well, it's definitely not the United Kingdom. Yeah, so it's, I believe, it's really down to 3, which is Poland, Slovenia, and Greece. I'm going to say Greece.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sure.
Is Greece? That's correct.
That was going to be my guess as well. Didn't
Well,
get
that's
the
correct.
option to steal though,
Yeah, that's too bad.
because we live in a
That's
broken
too bad.
society.
Okay, let's see. Robert,
Yes,
final question I'll ask you.
please.
Who did our troops die for in Iraq? 60 seconds on the clock.
for Dick Cheney's oil.
That's correct, Robert. You could have said literally anything. I would have given you that point. They died for nothing. For
I could have
absolutely
just said
nothing.
jack shit. I could have said anything.
Oh, boy.
Everything but American freedom.
That's correct. All right,
No,
Malcolm.
my chapstick.
It's tied. So
Your
this is the
chap-
tiebreak.
no, my chapstick.
My chapstick.
He's like rolled out of bed.
Is it actually tied? Fuck.
It's tied.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a chance to win this, which is crazy.
2-2.
This is supposed to be a
I think
landslide
it's
for you,
3-2.
Robert.
Thank you very much.
It's
Right?
not- it is not.
No,
I
it's
said
2-2.
broke ass bitch. I said
That's
take your
one.
broke ass home. I had Jeff Dunham, and then I had the Steelers, and then that one. That's 4
Oh,
points, you piece of shit.
That's 3. That's 3 points.
No,
No, it's 2, all right? It's actually
it's
2.
four.
Wait.
Yeah, you're right, Robert. You did get most of these right.
I think I
just
got
forgot
3 then. I got 3. I'm at 3. So I have a chance
Okay,
to tie.
we're fucking tied 3-3.
Or win,
Fucking
because it
answer
could be
no,
double
I
or
said we're
nothing.
tied 3-3. You piece of shit.
All right, let's get this done. Let's get this fucking
Okay,
done.
Malcolm
we're-
answers
we're
this
at the end of
question.
it.
He
We're at the end of
wins.
it.
Fuck it.
I don't.
The Great Recession, triggered by the financial crisis of 2007 to 2008, led to the largest U.S. economic stimulus package in the history at the time. What was the approximate size of the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, the ARRA, passed in 2009? 400 billion, 5,500 billion, 787 billion, or 1.26 trillion?
Whew. I actually think it might be in the. I think might be the trillion. I think it was $1 trillion deal.
Final answer for all the multiples.
Final answer.
Wrong. Robert, chance to
It
steal
was
for
the
fun?
700 one. I thought.
Ah, that was my
797.
Correct. That is correct.
That was-
Robert, you are a winner.
Here's the
You
great
are
news.
great. You are sexy. And
Thank
above
you.
all, you are smart.
I'm really not. I'm so dumb.
Malcolm, you dipshit. You fucking idiot, Malcolm. How could you not know these softball questions? These were easy questions. Sasha, victory music for Robert. Hail to Robert, he won the fucking quiz show. Way to go.
I like that. Hey, Robert, he won the fucking quiz show. His dick is so massive.
All right. I'm doing this for you, Robert. Robert, you needed this pick me up. This was an ego boost for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We needed you. We needed to give you a W, right? There's W's in the chat.
That's so true.
Yeah,
Big dubs.
I deserve no W's.
Yeah. I knew all the answers, but I threw constantly to make sure
Shut
that.
the fuck
True.
up.
Thank you, Guy Incognito.
Thank you.
I
You're
already feel
welcome.
so bad about myself. I don't need your help.
No,
Real.
but listen, I just want to say before the recording started, Robert, you were accused by our co-host Harper here of speaking like you like that you're. How do I
That I
phrase
speak like I'm writing a letterbox review.
this?
Yes.
Yes. And I want to say, and then you said you took offense to that because you said that would make you sound generic. But I want to make a point and say that letterbox reviews are not generic. They're never been generic. They're unhinged. All right. It's that you speak with originality, with a fraying of the unhinged. All right. Would
And
you agree
use
with
words
me,
like
Harper?
sagacious and shit like that.
Yeah,
no one
that's
says
true.
keen but you. I've never known anyone who uses keen outside of like literary works.
Keen is a good word. It's
It is a
it's
good
a
word.
short word.
I've only heard it with ER at the end, and I thought it was a slur. It's just something Canadians say to say newbie or noob instead. They say keener. You fucking
Keener.
keener. I'm fucking
No, it's
keener.
a keen. It's something that is sharp, or that you're something that you're eager to do.
Yeah.
A keen blade, or that we are keen on doing something.
Exactly.
No, I know what it means. I just wanted to make sure you know what it means.
Yes. Any other words you want me to explain?
All right.
I get what you're saying though with the letterbox review. I think it makes it so that I sound one, pompous, and two, predictable.
But you don't sound pompous, and you definitely don't sound predictable. Listen, I'm just on I'm on one of my favorite accounts, which is Letterbox with Threatening Auras. And would you say that this is predictable? That
Okay.
Margot did a review of A Quiet Place Part 2, and then her review just said, "Why do they want to live this badly?" All right.
That does sound like me.
There was a girl named Regina's, and she did a letterbox review of Girl Interrupted, all right, and it just said, "I just love the thought of Jared Leto dying in war."
I do too. I love that. You know what? Chef's kiss.
Great review.
Thank you, Regina.
Katie wrote a letterbox review for the movie Midsummer and just said, "Imagine being left out of your family suicide," and then it just had a bunch of laughing emojis next to it. All right,
let's start a letterbox review where we only use like the most base crass terminology to describe our experience.
Just hieroglyphics.
Yeah, just name a movie, Malcolm. I'll show you what I mean.
Okay, let's do a movie. Okay, last year it was the Borderlands movie. Do the Borderlands.
Jesus.
This movie fucking rocks. I fucking love Borderlands, dude. Chris Rock is so fucking funny. Ha 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 ha. 5 stars.
Is it Chris Rock in that?
The next one is...
I don't think it is.
Kevin
Smith. Yeah.
Kevin Hart, yeah.
Kevin Smith.
I will admit...
Kevin Smith is in more.
I will admit that Connor Eats Pants did a letterbox review, and his was... about 35 minutes in the film, my son Samuel detonated an explosive device he had strapped to his chest, killing himself instantly. Robert, isn't that you?
That's me to a T, Malcolm. To a T.
Here's one more, and then I'll Harper, and we'll create our own after this. But this one made me laugh too.
Sure.
In the Heights, there was In the Heights. This was written by Sarah, which she described it as an Old Navy commercial with Lin-Manuel Miranda jump scares.
Yeah.
Right there.
No, that's
so.
changed to a Levi's commercial, and you're right.
Yeah, specificity is key, and that's why you're the man, Robert.
Yes.
So,
I have written letterbox reviews, but they are just serious.
Let me look them up right now.
Yeah, do it. Fuck you.
No, okay, I won't actually.
You can find them on my Instagram. Read it word for fucking word, piece of shit.
No, okay,
calling your fucking bluff.
Just give me a movie and I'll do a quick letterbox review of it. It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Let's do Bullet Train. What'd you think of Bullet Train?
Bullet Train. I don't know what was faster, the train or me coming in my pants the first time I saw Aaron Taylor Johnson in that movie. Damn.
It's good. How many stars?
4.5. I gave a star for every inch of the
a star for every inch of the peen.
I would give it like 3.5 stars and just write Bad Bunny but misspell it.
That's really good. I like that.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think my issue with trying to
Robert, you only have 3 reviews on here.
I know. I deleted a bunch, to be fair.
Why would you delete? It's all about archiving. Oh my God! Give me another movie. I need to be cleansed.
Let's see. What came out recently?
There's Final Destination. That
Gladiator 2 was a while back, but it's fairly recent.
Gladiator 2. I don't know who's more bisexual, Denzel Washington in this movie, or my dad.
Was your dad bisexual?
Was your dad bisexual?
No, he wasn't bisexual.
He was completely
Would he have
heterosexual.
let you know that?
Yes.
Have you seen your dad kiss men?
Only in the mafia style.
Have you seen your dad kiss me?
What if we're kissing your dad right now?
Have you seen this image I made of me kissing your dad?
You're kissing my dad's ghost?
Have you seen this AI image? We generated it right now. Look at it. Is this proof enough?
Oh my God. my dad's back. And he's
ChatGPT, give him a large penis, a hyper penis.
Just fucking huge. Give me fucking just massive titties too.
ChatGPT, give me birthing hips.
Dick sucking lips.
ChatGPT, give me long blonde hair and protruding nipples.
ChatGPT, please give me 6-inch heels and a butt that just won't quit.
ChatGPT, please get Malcolm's dad's dick inside of my nipple.
Oh God, I hate that so much. Oh, why'd you have to take it there?
Take it there. I've just gotten started.
ChatGPT, replace his dad's penis with a Gatorade bottle that's Arctic White flavored.
ChatGPT, change that to cool blue, thanks. Electric blue.
Drinking Gatorade from the tit.
ChatGPT, make my anus look like a donut here.
Crawler, not old fashioned.
Crawler.
Exactly.
An
Adam Crawler.
Old fashioned's disgusting. That would look like used.
All
right. Where are we?
It
on
would
the,
look blown out. I have a new conspiracy theorist or a theory.
That's right. You were hyping this up. Let's hear it.
Okay. Imagine the pose of the statue, the thinker.
Okay.
You have what the pose is in your brain.
Yeah, it looks like this.
Wrong.
What?
What do you mean I'm wrong?
Is this a Mandela effect you're about to
This is
unveil
not a Mandela effect. Some people are saying it's a Mandela effect, but it's for most of the people who believe this shit, they just outright deny it. They think they changed the statue in order to feminize it.
What does that mean? What do you mean to feminize it? Is it because
it's the original one. It was him with his knuckles to his lips. That's the thinking pose. But to these people, they think the original statue was him with his fucking fist to his fucking forehead.
I don't remember that. I always remembered it was under his chin.
Exactly. It's either under his chin or it's with his fingers like touching his lips at his chin.
I like that conspiracy though. I like that there's some people so hyper focused on like feminization in society that they think that they've changed the statue completely.
Well, some people say it's the feminization, but also some people say it's so that they would separate him from godliness or like, because like they could, it's like the Tim Tebow thing. Like, you know, he used to do the thing and they were just like, Tim Tebow was obviously being devout and just it's such a dumb fucking thing, and to try to like give logic to it doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's either some people think they went in and changed the pose of the thinker, and I wanted to get your guys' take on that.
We should change more statues. We should change more. I think we should change the Mona Lisa to be frowning. Her frown should be mysterious.
So instead of smiling, she's frowning.
Exactly. Everyone's always talking about.
Instead of smiling, she's got dick sucking lips.
Yeah, she should have Kim Kardashian lips.
Just full DSLs, a full set of DSLs.
Disgusting Rule 34 lips that look like butts.
I didn't realize the thinker was so new. It's a new statue. It was only
What do you mean
finished,
new? Isn't it like late 1800s? Like 1890s?
Early 1900s. It's 121 years old.
So fairly new, yeah.
So what I love is that even, you know, you just get past 100 years and people are going, they're making the thinker gay. This is a gay statue.
They're making the thinker gay.
The giant naked man sitting on a giant marble block. He's gay.
They're turning the statues gay.
We should change the spirit of Detroit to doing a Roman salute while he's sitting down.
Oh, God.
The statue of Rocky, instead of the fists up, he's just flipping off everybody.
That's very Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's very Philly.
We could change the Statue of Liberty. I think that would take some time, but we
make
could
her topless, yeah.
Yeah,
make her top. We just one boob showing.
You need to make it. You need to make her more American. All right, she's a French product, and you gotta make her more American. All right.
The French have been threatening to take the Statue of Liberty back, and I say let them.
They have their own.
Where are you gonna put it?
What are you gonna put?
Where are you gonna put it? Bordeaux.
They literally have their own Statue of Liberty in Paris. There's just a copy of it.
Then just take ours too, then, asshole.
That's actually the original. The Statue of Liberty in New York is the copy.
You're going to look so stupid with two Statues of Liberties in your stupid country.
Yeah, what are you going to, you're going to put one, what are you going to give it to? You're going to give it to Dubai?
You're gonna put it on the Champs-Elysees, you fucking loser.
You know what you're gonna look. You know what you're gonna look like. You're gonna look like someone who bought someone a gift, but they already had that, and you already had that, and now you have two blenders that look exactly alike, plugged in next to each other, one by one, and people are gonna be like, "Why do you have two blenders?" And you're just like, "I just like to process a lot of food." You don't.
Yeah.
You're a liar.
I couldn't afford a Vitamix. I had to buy a Ninja.
So true. I couldn't afford a Vitamix, and I have a Magic Bullet.
Ooh, that's rough, bud.
Well,
Magic Bullet's it's not a bad one for that tier. It's a good tiered one.
It mixes my protein shake, and that's all I
did.
to
I
do.
will admit, last year I bit the bullet. I bought a Vitamix, and I do not regret my purchase.
Not worth it.
He bought the NutriBullet.
Well, I did.
He bit the NutriBullet. There you go.
That's him. He's doing the thinker.
I am the thinker. Yeah, the thinker.
The thinker should like
different poses.
Yeah, you should have his palm up.
But they genuinely believe that they've changed it so he's like sucking on his thumb or on his knuckles, and it's ridiculous.
That would be so much fucking funnier if he was sucking his thumb like a fucking baby.
That would be really
the majesty of the thinker.
That's not the same statue.
Wait a minute.
He didn't have a diaper before. You guys are crazy.
It's been this way always, all throughout time. The thinker. It's like, where do you think Captain Underpants came from? It was inspired by the Thinker statue.
It was inspired by the seminal work, The Thinker.
Who was the other guy in Captain Underpants that wasn't Captain? It was Gerald and was it Harold?
I think so. I know. All I know is that they're like kids, and then they. I think
the only fucking books I read as a kid was Captain Underpants books.
No, I think I read like most of them when I was a kid, like all the way up to like. Probably once I got to high school.
Yeah, I had like one or two. My mom didn't like me reading kids' books. She thought they'd make me dumb.
Well, here we are, and you're still dumb.
Now they just make me weird and antisocial. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Yeah, no, but Robert, before we go into the user submission, I do want to talk about, there was a thing that happened. We were hanging out at a bar, speaking of drinking, and I thought I feel like it was fun to talk about. You met a guy at a bar who was sitting next to us who said he solved racism.
Yeah, he solved racism.
How did he solve it?
How did he solve racism? How does a white man, an old white man, solve racism?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, here's the thing. It's the same guy who fucking was talking about how he couldn't bank in Ontario anymore because that's where the Indians are only Indians are allowed to bank there. So just a little tastemaker there.
Yeah, which I want to say, as someone who lived in Ontario, and I'm a white man, I did and I was able to successfully bank there.
Well, apparently he had to get the manager in order to do that. And this is where
on account of him not being a native, of course.
Well, not a native, specifically
an Indian.
Indian from India, not. I would say native if I meant native, or I'd say first people. If I
thought you were saying it how he said it. Yeah. Excuse me.
No. Granted, I would believe him to call them something ridiculous as well.
Something racist, like that old Washington football team, man.
Yes, from that old Washington football team that I can't remember the name of currently. He never actually really got into detail about how he solved racism, but he just did share me an anecdote where he went down to Seattle one time and then drove on a road trip and stopped somehow into an all black bar in Seattle. I don't know if those are real in Seattle. And then specifically they were like, "Why are you here, white boy?" His words, not mine again.
I don't know if that happened.
And then he said, "Let me buy you all a drink." And so I think his solution to racism was just alcoholism.
It's a good solution. No, he's onto something. Let him cook. If we just get everybody drunk,
let him cook.
They will definitely not fight each other.
And we're all drinking the same thing, all right? At the end of the day, it's all red, white, and blue. Bud Light.
Specifically red if we're drinking wine.
Molson Canadian.
Red wine and booze. It's there.
Red wine and booze.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
not a bad slogan.
that's becoming a name for a short story.
Or we could all get together on a parlay that hits, guys.
Yeah,
Boom. Racism
boom.
solved.
Yeah, racism solved.
We did
This
it.
is also the same guy who bragged about having a wife from Korea, but complained that because she was from Korea and she had an accent, that she couldn't make bookings on their Las Vegas trip because they wouldn't allow her to rent a room.
Real.
Well, that's a crazy.
It's a segue from I solved racism to my wife won't get service because has an accent, and then not seeing anything wrong with that.
I think it's him being like wanting to complain to the guy at the bar he meets, being like, oh, my Korean wife won't let me book a hotel in Vegas. All right, I can't stay at the Palms anymore. Like, that's a crazy thing to just tell someone, like, oh, her accent's really fucking up my trip plan.
Fucker. Also, this conversation completely unprompted. This was from me talking or asking what team he was rooting for on the TV when the fucking like Leafs were playing to whomever.
Yeah, it was it Vegas Golden Knights and
it was the Knights and
Incredible. He's in Vancouver.
Vancouver.
It's like saying, I really like it here on Yavin, but I really hate the fucking Rebels. I really want the Empire to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Didn't he have a thing about Florida as well that he was like banned?
Where's this guy
Florida?
from?
I don't remember.
know.
He's from Ontario, is what he said.
It was from
Yeah, he sounds like he's from
I don't remember him saying anything about Florida.
Oh, maybe I'm conflating it with my own
Ontario.
imagination.
Maybe this was another dumb drunk people. This was, by the way, it happened to me twice in that same night where a bunch of people I didn't want talking to me started talking to me, so much so that by the time we got home, I like really spiraled.
Yeah, we had to talk him down, me and my girlfriend. And what was funny was because the people that you talked to initially at the different bar, I wasn't there for, and they were talking to you about pitching their app, which is always a great sign, great conversation starter.
Specifically, they were pitching an app that would be like a database where you could find out where happy hour was going on at what bars near you.
I'm going, hey, listen, you're day drinking.
Yes, exactly.
You want to test out my happy hour?
Those things started where they were just like, where they were trying to get the attention of the waitress because they didn't know what time happy hour ended. And I just said, oh, it ends at 8. And then it went immediately fucking into it where they're just like, well, we have an app idea.
Oh, hell yeah.
You could use your feedback.
I got a tech startup. What do you think of this?
And these were not young people. I also have to say they were in their like 50s and 60s.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they be?
That's the Facebook generation starting to pitch apps about 8 years too late. That's where we are.
Yes,
That's where we
exactly.
are. They're going like, my son made an app like a decade ago. I think it's time for me.
I think we could do it. We could make, Angry Birds was a seminal moment in internet history.
Listen, I've been out of jail for a couple of years now, and I'm ready to build my first app.
I'm ready to build myself back up.
An app that tells you whether you're living next to a recently released criminal.
Yeah.
It's
I'm looking for an app to tell me where all the Honda Civics are, just because I love Honda Civics and I got to do my Honda Civic watching.
Yeah, I'm a big Civic fan.
Yeah.
When I drive by one, I want to know.
I need an app that will tell me the nearest unattended F-150 so that I can steal its catalytic converter.
Hell yeah. We all love a catalytic converter around here.
Yeah.
Is the cure to male loneliness cigarettes that don't give you cancer?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Wait. Okay, this is a user submission from someone who'd like to be known as Heath.
Hi.
Heath.
Sup, Pete?
There's-
Sup.
Boy!
All right.
Their song recommendation is Every Morning by Sugar Ray. Are you ready?
Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. I know it's not what I'll see if I could use it for the weekend or a one-night stand. Couldn't understand how the word get out.
Harper, you're gonna get us copyright struck.
Once again, as predicted, got my podcast copyright struck, but we worked it out.
Yeah, we worked it out.
Wait, goddamn it!
Someone fucked my asshole, came inside my bowels, turned me
Turn me around again.
Said he shouldn't do it. You know he's gonna do it again. Hi, Heath. What's your question?
Sorry, I was vibing. I was vibing a little bit too hard there.
That was just a vibe. I love that. That was a vibe.
That's good.
What's the little refrain on that song? It was like tell me how you do, something like that.
Every morning when I wake up, shut the door, baby. Don't say a word.
That's it. That's it. Shut the door, baby. Don't say a word. He says 100 gorillas versus one man with a gun and limited ammo. Who wins?
Say it again.
You say that again?
100 gorillas versus one man with a gun and limited ammo. Who wins?
Limited or
100
unlimited?
gorillas.
It says limited, but I think they might mean unlimited.
If he's doing guerrilla warfare, there's a good chance that he can kill multiple gorillas and possibly whittle it down to 25.
Okay.
If he's cautious with his ammunition.
I don't know, but he's not winning.
I think eventually he'd run out of ammo before if he had one bullet for every gorilla, that you could make a case that he might kill all the gorillas.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
I mean, there's literally a % chance it could happen.
Yes, that's true. There is a universe in which it happens.
I think the man loses like 9 times out of 10. Gorillas are fucking scary. I don't like gorillas. I think they don't trust them as animals.
What part of being an animal requires your trust, Malcolm?
Just because you want something a little dopey, you want something like a dog. I trust most dogs.
Yeah, you could really. So you're saying is that against 100 dogs you'd fare just fine, but against a gorilla,
absolutely, because they're looking for scratches, and then I'm popping them. But
Jesus, like, come here, boy, bang.
But no, I think like maybe with limited, I assume limited means like you only got what's in the gun. So like depending on the gun, I've got maybe like if it's like a revolver, I got 6 gorillas and then I'm fucked. If I've got like an AK-47, I can spray down maybe 20 to 30 gorillas and then I'm
45.
Fucked. If I have a bazooka, I got maybe 50 and then I'm fucked. They just know, all right? So man loses. I say that. Man is done.
I specifically chose this question because I didn't think we need to talk about it that much. The guy is going to win 90, or the guy's going to lose 99 times out of 100. But I will say, if this were, there, like Harper said, if you have like 100 bullets, there's a world, there's a universe in which the guy wins. If this were chimpanzees and not gorilla, he's dead every single time. There is no universe in which he lives.
I think most monkeys, they're scary, all right? Those are scary animals.
So true.
Yeah.
They'll rip out your face off.
It's just fucking a pair of gay bonobos just jerking off each other and Malcolm's going, ah!
Legit dislike most primates, to be honest with you. I do not like chimpanzees or like great apes or even papooses, like tiny monkeys. I don't like
little tiny guys that are like this tall.
I don't think they're cute.
Yeah,
I don't think they're cute.
I don't like.
They like wrap around your pinky finger with their little tail.
I think it's terrifying that like you go to Japan, they've got the snow monkeys, and you're in your onsen, and then they're just like kind of hovering around. I'm like, they can snap. And I don't want to be naked in an onsen, and then a snow monkey rips my fucking face off.
Snow monkey, man, Malcolm, we're your friends.
The anti-white slurs. Yeah, exactly. Stop getting in the onsen with white people then. I don't know what to tell you.
Jeez. Fucking
You're
Christ.
in Japan.
Okay, I didn't want this to become
just
a slur
calling us
fest.
gaijin and shit. Fuck.
I'm waiting for a really good white slur to hit,
Yeah.
I don't think any of the ones the Hotep's dreamed up are very good.
No. Cracker's too funny.
Cracker's funny.
Mayo Monkey sucks. No one
Monkey's
likes
pretty good. I like it.
Marshmallow Man. Marshmallow Yeti,
no,
I've heard.
that's the Stave Buff guy. That's not a white slur.
I've heard Yakubian Ape. Yakubian Ape is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
That one's
pretty good.
It's not hurtful though. If someone called me a Yakubian Ape, I would be like, my forehead doesn't even project that much,
You're just like got the Encyclopedia Britannica. It's like, what does that mean?
I know what Yakubian Ape means.
Well, I know
Everyone knows,
but I'm just like
not everyone.
Without context, if someone called you that, you'd feel weird about it. We gotta fucking end this episode, dear God.
We don't have to end anything. We can keep going. We can talk. We can live. We can have a conversation.
Hassan Habibi and fucking Ethan Klein like had an entire tier list of white slurs.
Yeah.
What was S tier?
What was the top one? What was like?
I think Cracker was like
Cracker. I like something
pig.
with mayo.
Oh, gammon. It was like ham or gammon was S tier.
Gammon? Where's that from?
Gammon just sounds like a white nerd. Like just like, oh, look at old
He's
Gammon
also
over there
the villain
playing
in
his
The
fucking
Legend of
Digimon.
Zelda.
Exactly. No, gammon. Because he was a pig. That's why they called him Ganon.
Oh. I
It
guess
seems like it could be more anti-Semitic. That feels like
it does kind of sound slightly anti-Semitic. I will say, I think one of my favorite white slurs is from beloved Canadian television show Letterkenny, in which the native people call white people pink dick.
It's good. It's just not hurtful.
The idea of just like, no, that's just true. What? That's not mean. That's just true. My dick is pink.
Yeah, I mean, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some guys out there have purple dickheads too.
Yeah.
We at
You are
Seinfuck say
freaks.
to the purple dickhead people out there, what the fuck?
I don't know. This seems like stuff I'll find on browsers.gov.
What did you do to God in your past life that he made you this way?
Gambled.
Yeah.
Well, when I meet you in our next life and you've got a purple dick, I'll know it's true.
Why are you looking at my dick in the other life, you next life homo?
Because in the next life, we're all looking at each other's dicks. Thank you.
I
Good
better
night.
be a girl in the next life, so this